Oh, hi guys. It's been a while since I said anything in English over here. I'm super nervous somehow. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I guess welcome for most of you. My name is Elsa. I am a yoga teacher with 6+ years of experience and a clinical psychologist. And even though English is not my first language, English is the language I consume most of the content online, and I see a lot of misleading information when it comes to mindfulness, when it comes to awareness, when it comes to grounding, and when it comes to enlightenment. And unfortunately, so many wonderful, very inspirational gurus online. Gurus is like a broad term, but I mean like content creators who like cheer you up, motivate you, blah blah blah. They teach you spiritual bypassing, and it's not necessarily wrong, but it's not the same as enlightenment, as full awareness, as a mindful state of being. However, it's one of these steps of it. So, if we take the word enlightenment and ask Google what it means, Google will tell us that enlightenment is a profound understanding of life's deepest truth, free from the shackles of ego and societal conditioning. It is the culmination of dedicated practice, introspection, and a compassionate connection with all beings. Beautiful, seems almost unreachable, and from my personal experience, coming from spiritual awakening to spiritual bypassing to deepest states of depression to now being kind of enlightened person, but just a disclaimer, absolutely substance free, alcohol free, all of that. No, I don't take anything, but I do find myself being pretty close to the enlightenment states most of the time. And it is very different from what people say, what people preach. And most of the gurus online tell you about the vibrations, the power of emotions, the power of thoughts, how one thought is so much charged with the positive vibration and it brings you closer to enlightenment, and then another thought is dragging you down, and like you have to suppress one thought in a preference to another. And it can be a lot to your brain, especially if you're ADHD or just in general you like I it's very exhausting to control your thoughts 24/7. I'm not saying it's not necessary. It is actually very important to control your thoughts and to be mindful of your emotions, to be mindful of where we are dragging ourselves into a negative state, where do we drag ourselves in a positive state. It's all very important. It is a part of enlightenment. But when we talk about enlightenment, um, being enlightened means that you shine the light to everything that there is. You shine the light to bits of you that are envious. You shine the light to bits of you that are angry, upset, happy, joyful. You shine the light, you enlighten all of what it is to be human. And then you don't discard one emotion or one thought as, oh my God, I should not ever think like that. And then another emotion of like, yeah, I should cultivate that. Because when you see them like this, oftentimes it births fear and you become a slave of your own thoughts rather than a master of your thoughts and a creator of your thoughts. So most of you, probably, if you're in this space, you saw the vibrational chart. I'll put it somewhere here. It's on Pinterest, it's everywhere. And basically, it's not far from reality that thoughts like jealousy, anger, fear, are on the lower vibrational scale, and the thoughts like joy, happiness, enlightenment is there also, are on the highest frequency of all. And how does spiritual bypassing, I'm sorry for my grammar, okay, but how does spiritual bypassing mask itself as enlightenment, love and light kind of thing? Is that gurus sometimes teaching you, oh, you catch yourself feeling fear, you have to transform it in your mind into bravery and just say, no, I'm actually brave. You should push away the fear and just feel brave. Or like, oh, you feel desperate. Oh, no, you should feel abundant. And instead of feeling desperate, just make yourself feel abundant, and that's it. And as a therapist, as a clinical psychologist, I will say that this issue, this kind of advice, triggers a lot of people to go into deeper state of depressed condition. And it can cause a lot of problems, similarly to when you have some trash that you need to take out from your house. Instead of actually taking it out, you push it somewhere further, and then, well, your house may stink, or you can get some mice in your house, or something. So it's like, this is not really a solution. So how can we escape from this problem? Because enlightenment is pretty much not feeling much fear or anger or resentment, not feeling them actually at all, or like not living in the states at least. So first things first, what you have to do, the teaching of Buddha, the teaching of many religions, I think, have something in common like this, but also what your therapist will tell you, you have to become mindful, you have to become aware, you have to meet yourself first. It means silent meditation, or, meaningful walks without podcasts in your headphones, without talking to somebody, just without music, just you walking, exploring what is in your head, what is in your heart, what is in your body happening, and exploring, then meeting different states, different emotions, then labeling them, and realizing the difference, how it is inside of you. This process will not be a quick fix, like 30 days and you're a new being. It's not working like that. Some people who have already worked a lot on their spirituality, or like you have mindfulness practice, or like these things kind of natural to you, of course the progression will be greater than someone who, like, I've never sat in silence in my life, right? But you have to understand how the emotion is inside of you. How are you familiar with state of fear? How are you familiar with state of anger? How hurt manifests inside of you? How jealousy manifests inside of you? How do you deal with someone being not fair to you? And then you create your own kind of library of human experience, of your experience on the earth. You create understanding that no matter what kind of experience you're going through right now, it's all you, it's all your experience. Bonus tip, if you journal, you can see that any emotion is just a wave that is rising and that is falling. One day you may feel completely heartbroken, and then another day you feel absolute joy because you've been on a walk to a supermarket and then a butterfly sat on your hand, something like that, So you have to catch yourself experiencing different emotions. And then the most crucial, and the part where like spiritual bypassing goes one way and enlightenment goes another way, you have to understand that every emotion, every experience is as important as the other one. So we do not close our eyes towards any fearful experience or any heartbreak or any betrayal, we don't chase only joy, only happiness, only fulfillment and pleasure. When we chase, we go far from being enlightened, far from being full. Because when we chase someone, we give it a lot of our energy, we give it a lot of our, I don't know, it's like the desire is born. And then again, if we ask Buddha, Buddha will say that the root of all misery is, and all suffering is desire. And then the enlightenment is end of all the suffering. So next, the most difficult part of, I guess, pivoting the road of bypassing to enlightenment is learning how to be calm no matter what. You got $1 million in your bank account, suddenly you're calm, you're grateful. Gratitude is your natural state. There is a little bit of excitement, there might be a little bit of fear, but your ground state is calmness. I don't know, a family member of you passes away. Yes, there is a little bit of pain of losing someone. There is a little bit of grief. There is a little bit of, you know, I forgot this word that I want to say, but still, you understand that it is also an experience. One inevitable thing in life is death, right? So you don't get yourself dragged into the grieving state. You don't get yourself dragged into exciting state. You don't get yourself dragged into, I don't know, the state of love and this drug love situation, right? You're just calm. And when this calm gratitude actually takes birth, I don't know if you can say like this in English, but basically when this feeling of calm gratitude is cultivated inside of your heart, then, in my opinion, you become as close to enlightenment as a living human that decides to stay on this earth can be. Because when you're calm and you're just grateful for every single experience that is coming your way, you don't live in fear, you don't live in chasing of love state, you don't live in ego state. You're just here, present, shining the light on whatever comes. This is true enlightenment. Enlightenment is not escapism to, oh my God, let's pack our suitcases, go to Bali and just meditate for 17 hours straight. Sometimes it's fun, but also sometimes a very enlightened thing to do is to clear your house. It's all about accepting, seeing for what it is, and understanding that everything in life, everyone in life, is just a beautiful part of this life experience. If you like this format, or if I like this format, later I will share about my own experience with spiritual awakening, with first time when I realized like all the abundance of emotions, all the abundance of human experience, and how, because there was no groundness, there was no ground in my heart to cultivate calmness, it completely crushed me. I mean, it opened so many doors, but at the same time, it crushed me. I got super depressed. I was almost self-exiting, if you know what I mean. But no, it all came to a very peaceful, very calm state, understanding that everything is changing, understanding that you cannot just close your eyes like this and say, no, 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 I never feel fear, I never feel desire, I never feel regret, my ego is dead, no, 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 I'm just like this entitled being. You cannot be in denial of the human experience and then say that you're enlightened, because being enlightened means accepting of the human experience. So it was a path, I'd say about 4 years long for me, from awakening to actually like getting it into the power I can use. I will probably share it later. I hope I'll find English-speaking audience that I can communicate with. Yeah, thank you for joining my speech. Please subscribe. I don't know yet if I'm gonna just post videos in English or in English and in Russian. Yeah, just let me know what you think. And thank you. And please go meditate, listen to your thoughts. Please don't escape from your thoughts. Just let them be. Don't react, just observe. This is the most important step. Without these steps of just observing, you cannot go further. Maybe you can, but it's not enlightenment. It is some shortcut, some bypassing ways to a glimpse of joy, high, but it's not that. It's not the enlightenment. Thank you very much. It was very nerve-wracking to record in English, but I think I did a pretty good job. Okay, have a good day.